Very, I hope this is the right camera angle. Yeah. Yeah, this is very trendy topic right now in React community. I saw that. I really don't know how to edit, video and my reaction at the same time. I'll be searching for those editors and encoders and video encoders and stuff later. But yeah, check the description down below and let's get on to reacting to these 20, 30 most offensive jokes. Because, I mean, in current scenario, people get upset about pretty much anything. So it would be really nice to go back in time and see when people weren't afraid to say things that were controversial and made jokes about various topics. um, I am a firm believer in free speech and that you should be able to talk about a lot of things, and it should, if someone gets offended by it, that's okay. Like, unless it is like a very very sensitive subject, but it's, you should be able to talk about a lot of things and someone get, because that is how you get started with conversations. I saw this little clip of Theo James and some other podcast where he was asking an Asian man, like, how do you wake up as a Chinese? I mean, how do you feel that you are Asian? Like, how does your day go? And he was really, I mean, that kind of showed that maybe not everyone understands human races and different ethnicities that well, that may, many people consider their ethnicity as the whole human experience, and other people are different from that, and that shouldn't really be happening. So when people joke about these things and talk about these topics openly in public, we get a chance to educate ourselves and each other about the things that are there. I mean, if you listen to this podcast by Flagrant, I always forget this guy's name, but he posts his podcast with an Indian guy. Let me search for his name. Flagrant podcast. If you know, yeah, Andrew Schultz. He really had a very bad joke about uh, Punjabis, like why people, if you know, हां, व्हॉट इफचे स्पॉइलर नको देऊ, मी नाही बघितला आहे. Even I'm not watching What If with that much diligence. I think What If is an okay series, and even if it gets spoiled, it doesn't mean anything, Kushal, because these are one of little episodes. They don't really matter that much in the bigger picture of MCU. But I'm excited for Shang-Chi. I mean, Shang-Chi is on September 3, and the reviews are pretty good. But I'm, as you know, I might not be able to see in a theater, uh, and I don't know when it will come on Disney Plus or Hotstar, and I'm not going to torrent it. So we have to wait along till we get to see Black Widow or Shang-Chi. Let me know if you have seen Black Widow. I mean, spoilers are all over, even YouTube right now. So it's very hard to stay clear of them. But that's how it goes. Like, we will have to wait till October for Black Widow. It's canon. The MCU might turn up in movie. It's confirmed. Okay. So yeah, I mean, if that is the case, then it's good. Like, have you seen episode 1? Yeah, I've seen Black Widow on Disney Plus. Okay, so you're not in India, that means, if you've seen Black Widow on Disney Plus. Because in India it's not there, and I tried to VPN the thing, it doesn't seem possible to do so. If you've seen it, it doesn't. If you're in India and you've seen Black Widow, it means you've not seen it on Disney Plus. I mean, okay, so you're not in India. That's good. Yeah, I mean, I'm waiting for it to be dropped on. I'm in India, so I'm waiting for it to be dropped on Disney Plus. I you can easily find all these movies. I was really excited for Kong versus Godzilla. So I found a way to watch it before it gets on streaming services. Yeah, don't spoil. I mean, I know the spoilers. I mean, it's all over YouTube now. There's no way I can see the movie and be like shocked. Oh my god, this happened. We all know the spoilers for the Black Widow, at least. I think even the case, Scarlett Johansson case, I hope she wins, because um, that will be changing the whole landscape of how movies are. I mean, actors and are paid for their work in streaming in the new era of streaming services. So I hope something good comes out of her lawsuit. Don't spoil it for me. I know, already know the spoilers. I know she dies. I know Helena. I saw there are a lot of many Helena Bellan, her comic moments. I saw them a lot on YouTube. I saw those clips a lot many times. I really like her character. So I'm actually more excited about how Yelena and I forgot his name, the bad Captain America, how they are going to team up, and their team, how what is going to happen with their team. I'm excited to see that. So let's see. But even if you say like, what if characters turn up? How would they? For the two episodes that I've seen, Captain Carter is a good idea, but Hydra Stomper is not a good idea at all. Captain Carter is a good idea, but how would you resurrect Star Lord? I mean, Chadwick Boseman Star Lord. That is hard pass, right? That may not happen. I don't think Iron Man is going to come again to MCU. I think he's done with the MCU right now. So I don't know what will happen. So yeah. So did you check the description, Kushal? So I can, let's talk about these 20 most offensive jokes. I mean, I've been wanting to see these jokes for a long time. I, Secret War has a heroes from every universe. Oh, have you read? Are you aware about this Secret Wars comics? Because I'm not. I thought it had something to do with Skrulls, right? It wasn't about uh, a multiverse. Oh, okay. I thought Secret Wars was about Skrulls, not multiverse. If it is, I'll check that out. What is Secret Wars and everything. So, if you have checked the description, I'm going to start this video about 10 most offensive jokes. So, let me know if I can start. Should I start that video? Oh, you've read that comic. That's great. How do you read it? Do you read it online? Okay, so you're offline now. That's okay. I'm gonna uh, I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, you're back online. Great, great. So yeah, I mean, let's go ahead and if you can see this 10 most offensive jokes, I'll just start playing it in. I'll count down to 5, and I'll start playing it. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm starting this video. We're starting with the Holocaust joke. The safety in numbers. Um, yeah, I didn't really find that joke funny. Not the second joke. Hmm. Hmm. What? Why is he taking the kid to casino? Ah, okay. I get it. What was offensive about the autistic joke, but I didn't even laugh at this joke. They are not even funny. Two jokes down, I didn't find them funny. Hmm. Okay. This was a third joke down. It wasn't even funny. Okay, the fourth joke is a little bit funny, but like that's the thing about offensive jokes, right? If something is offensive, it means it's sensitive. It's gonna be uh, not really a happy thing or a normal thing. You're gonna have some deep response to it, and I don't find any of those jokes relatable or funny. How can people find this funny that
only Africa had more mosquito nets, then every year we could save millions of mosquitoes from dying needlessly of AIDS.
Oh, oh. Fifth joke is.
Whoopi Goldbergs of this world, when the accusations first came out, they were all like, "Oh, I don't know if I believe all these women. They're just trying to ruin his legacy or some bullshit like that." Because all these rapes happened in the 70s and the 80s, and they said, "What took these women so long to come forward?" It's a good question. I think it's because, as rapes go, they weren't the worst rapes. Now, were they? He never held them down and fucking raped them. He used to drug him and finger him a bit. And I've had worse Christmases with uncles.
Have you ever heard about the people living underneath the subway?
Yeah, mole people.
Yeah, in New York, there's people in the
The whole community.
Yeah, there's different subway tunnels that the trains don't go down anymore. So a lot of people who are homeless have set up these cities down there.
They deserve.
And it's pitch black. Dude, hey,
Well,
it's not what. No.
No, they're relentless. They never stop. And there's no reason for them to stop. You know why? Because you can't hit them. That's what it is. Think about that. There's no physical ramifications for being an asshole when you're a woman. Do you know how much of a dick I would be if it was socially unacceptable to kick the shit out of me?
And
That story that you were telling me about your dad when he was
Well,
driving.
it's just that you were talking about. Well, I mentioned Forrest Gump
Yeah.
and the Forrest Gump types. When my dad was when he was a taxi driver,
Yeah.
you used to have to sort of do your bit for the local area
Oh God.
by taking the
Yeah.
Forrest Gump people to Blackpool.
Yeah.
Is that what they're called now? The Forrest Gump people? Is that what the organisations that support them are? That's for them to be referred to.
Life is a box of chocolates.
Yeah, exactly.
Forrest
Gump type.
It must be. So you work with these people.
It was yeah.
The people with learning
Difficulties, and they used to get five.
Coming home must have been a busman's holiday.
So he got five of them in the cab, and he had to go to Blackpool. And four of them were really good, behaving themselves, didn't mess about, weren't fighting and stuff. But there was one who was just causing loads of trouble, and he couldn't control him. And what you've got to be able to do with people like that, you don't want them to get stressed out because it's not good for them. It stresses them out, and you could end up with a bit.
Thanks, Dr. Carl.
You could end up with a bit of a riot on your hands. So he thought, I'll nip this one in the bud right now. And he pulled up just on the outskirts of Blackpool, and he took the one out that was causing problems and put it in a wheelie bin.
Oh, no. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologise.
He did what?
Oh, he did it for the good of the others. He put it in a wheelie bin. He was having a good time. He thought it was one of the rides.
Can you stop saying it?
Him.
Yeah.
He was having a good time, and once he calmed down, my dad went back and picked him up, and it was fine. He had a good
What,
time.
he left him in there the whole time the others were in Blackpool?
No, he left him there, not the whole day, probably about an hour and a half.
In a wheelie bin.
In a wheelie bin.
Why couldn't he get out?
Because like his arms were trapped on the thing. One of those.
What, he tied him up?
No, do you know because he was a big fella, and he managed to get him in so his arms were down the side like that, so he was a bit trapped.
Wasn't he screaming and crying and stuff?
He was making a bit of noise, but do you know what I mean?
What, you feel so right?
Well, but anyway, I didn't really want to talk about it. He just brought it up because of Forrest Gump.
Did his family know about this? Is this the first time they've heard about this?
He didn't get asked to do it again.
what? I mean, all these are 10 things are supposed to be jokes, but I didn't even laugh on those. I didn't find them funny or haha or anything. Um, but I would certainly not go to someone and complain about this because I really don't even understand what is. I don't understand why they are called jokes, but I don't even know why they are even called offensive as such. I mean, uh, maybe the uh, sixth joke about RAPE that could trigger some victims. Whoopee, I mean, that could trigger a lot of people, but other jokes they were not funny. They were not even coherent. I mean, I don't know why. They are not jokes and they are not either offensive. It's just play. I mean, in today's age, people would be cancelled for saying these jokes. But I'm sure that would happen. But they're not jokes and they are not something that you would be getting cancelled on. So let's just go over the comments. Comment section is a lot funnier than those jokes themselves. I think, yeah, if you want to hear offensive, dark jokes that are actually funny, uh, please go in the comment section of this video. That uh, these are not even jokes. So let's move to the another video, that is top 20 most offensive jokes. Jimmy Carr. I didn't understand. Maybe this is a British thing. I don't understand this joke. Oh. 15 joke, it's funny. Cigarette. Eee. Oh. I've tried a DIY. He was Austrian. I didn't know that. I did not know he was Austrian. Hmm. Yeah. Whoa. Hmm. Huh? Eee. Ooh. Ooh. Yes. Come on. Huh? The comeback was funny, joke wasn't. Yes. Mhm. Ah, it's not funny. It's kind of disturbing. That's funny. The joke isn't funny, but his comebacks, his uh, building up that story, that's funny. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Eee. What? Mhm. I think Jimmy Carr videos were funny, but I didn't find. I think the first line where he starts is really offensive, but not really offensive, very controversial. I didn't get offended by anything he said. He talked about controversial topics. The first line or first punch was, really controversial and not really that good, but the way he develops his next stories, that's where you get the good stuff. That is what is funny about his jokes. But I think maybe the top 10 most offensive jokes, that one is, you can say that one is poorly edited. Lot of stuff is missing from that video. So that's why I didn't like those, but I like the second one, that is top 20 most offensive jokes by Jimmy Carr. I think he kind of makes them okay to laugh about in the next context. But the first ones is like really bad. You can't really tell those jokes yourself. He is the only one who can deliver it perfectly. You can't get away about talking these jokes in a dinner meeting or a party by yourself. You're gonna be side eyed really bad. And he made a joke about it as well, right? Tell us a joke. You went to a comedy show, right? And you can't say anything about it. So, yo yo game. So, guys, that was it about the top 30 most offensive jokes. So, should we really quit right now? I'll get back to you in another stream. Bye bye.